You just basically said you definitely on
If you
something.
have background noise on, feel free to
You.
mute yourself. Hello, everyone. This meeting is being recorded. So, my name is Leah Sedlecki, and I am really happy you all are here. I'm a consultant, and you probably see me in the bingo group if you're ever in that group. And I'm so excited today because, well, first of all, I am passionate about playing games in my parties and VIP group, such as bingo, because the research even shows that it really does increase your customers' trust in you, your relationship, and even sales, bookings, recruiting, all that stuff. It can really help with that. And it doesn't have to be bingo. There's a really fun twist on bingo. It's reversed bingo. And that's what we're going to learn about today. And Allison and Sarah, a couple of people came up with Sarah Pinston came up with the fun name,
And
Pinston Cleango. And Cleango is the name that we use for our Norwex reverse bingo. So let me introduce you to the fabulous Allison Bailey. She is going to
hello.
be presenting today. So a couple of things I asked Allison if she would I know doing a whole practice game of Cleango would take a long time because you don't see who wins until the very end. So Allison's going to do a demo for us, kind of so we'll feel comfortable with playing Cleango. And then also she will take time and answer your questions. Some things to know about Allison. She is an executive sales leader. She's a mother of two, or do you have three? Yeah, I thought you did. Why don't I always see pictures of two. But she's a mom and she's homeschooled. She's very busy. And she has earned trips. She's an amazing consultant
Okay.
and knows what she's doing. I'll be enough. So am I embarrassing her yet? But she's going to share Klingo with us. So I'm going to hand it over to Allison
I'm
now.
doing my
We
Zoom.
want to welcome all
Oh,
of you.
yeah, looks good. Hello. So if
Well,
you are
doing
on
Zoom.
here and you're not Leah or me, if you could mute, that'd be fantastic because we're recording, so it'd be better for the recording if
Right.
that was the case. Okay, and we will totally do questions later. So you're welcome, Mary. And I'm gonna try not to read the chat because I'm gonna
That's
try not to
okay.
read the chat. Leah can read the chat.
I can.
Okay, so
I'm
if you
my
are here, then mute yourself, please. And then we're gonna get going. Okay, so I also have a group. It's called Safe Haven Party and Post and Other Simple Strategies because I changed it because I was doing Party and a Post. But this is more fun. Like playing games is more fun. So I have done bingo for a long time in my VIP group. I have done trivia for a long time in my VIP group. Uh, I have like this little basket back here that has trivia facts in it. And hold on, I'm trying to fix my view screen. Okay, so um, goodness. Okay. So Cleango came about because I attended one of my friends, um, one of my 31 friends, joined Jordan Essentials, who I really want to love. And she really wants me to host for her, but some of their products, their skincare products, have phenoxyethanol in them. And so I am just having a hard time jumping on her bandwagon. I'm considering hosting and telling her that I have to be the only host and I have to say these are the products that I actually approve of. So I'm not really sure I'm going to dedicate that much time of my life to figuring out their entire product line and what is good and not. So anyway, though, I did attend a party of hers. And they played a game and it was called Spingo. And I didn't really get it at first, but it was spa bingo. And so anyway, we played this game and I thought, I could totally change this into a Norwex game. And the reason, and they didn't really talk about this, and I honestly don't know if this is why they do it the way that they do it. But raise your hand if you have heard Brian Dill or someone else say someone has to hear something 7 or 8 times in order for it to sink into their brain.
Mhm.
Um, and so what I'm going to share with you allows the concept of EnviroCloth, window cloth, dusting mitt, etc., to be that many times hitting your brain. And what it also does, anybody an educator, um,
Nope.
knows there are different learning styles. So we are going to hit auditory learning, visual learning, and we're also going to connect that tactile piece of actually writing things down to connect it all together. So you're going to hit all those different learning styles, the note takers, the auditory people who can just hear something and remember it forever, and the people that need to see something in order to remember it. And you're going to talk about cool Norwex products, and you're also going to get to do your your demos. So I'm going to lead through it, but I'm not going to actually do my demos because that would take forever. But I will tell you what I do at the party, and I do want to address because I do this differently than a lot of other people, other consultants do. I actually don't know if anyone else is doing this. And this is how I coach in my party and a post group, and I always have. I party in my VIP group.
I
Who
love
else does who freaks out with the idea of partying in their VIP group? Here's why I party in my VIP group. I don't have to get people to join two groups. Who has a problem getting people to join their VIP group once they have been at the party? Maybe not like everybody, but if you don't have a 100% success rate, you have a problem getting people into your VIP group. What do you do in your VIP group? You educate people past the party, right? So you want all those people because you might have 10 guests come to a party and let's say 7 of them order, right? Couldn't figure out how to hold up 3 fingers or how I wanted to do that. That means 3 people didn't order. If those 3 people are just in your party group, what happens to them? Do you go back to your party group and you're posting stuff? I never did that, right? How many party groups? I mean, how much time can your brain actually like how many groups can you post in, right? So if you have all 10 people, go to your VIP group and the Norwex runs a sale. Like, did y'all are everyone aware that we're having a 25% off skincare sale starting on Friday? So let's say you had a party last month and some people didn't order. Maybe you sent skincare samples to people at a party, throwing them at myself. Maybe you sent skincare samples to people at a party. Well, now they're in that party group and they're just hanging out there in the wind, right? So if they're in your VIP group and you're like, hey, skincare sale, whatever, and they knew they tried the samples, but maybe they forgot your name. Maybe they forgot the party group. Maybe they just weren't paying attention. Now they're in your VIP group. You're at the mercy of the algorithm, but they're in your VIP group. You're able to further educate them. So I am a huge advocate for this because even if they don't make a purchase at the party, they're there. You're in front of them constantly, consistently instead of constantly, right? Okay, the second reason is your VIPs, your people who have ordered from you, they need further education, y'all. Like, how much have you learned about, I don't think of a random product. Um, well, here's one. So if y'all didn't watch the like Mission Monday that Amy Cadora did with Christine Lee on Monday, you need to go to the Norwex Mission Group and watch that. Um, it's 48 minutes long, but you need to watch it because Christine Lee said, my work wife is not on this call, but I do see Renee, my love.
Yeah.
Kim is not on this call. Kim Miles is on the skincare team. Christine Lee said stuff that Kim didn't even know about our skincare, and Kim's on the skincare team, y'all. So she talked about how our face is basically our skin is like soil, and you know in the summer when you get those cracks in your yard, I don't know, some of y'all live where it's verdant and green. I live on the western edge of Dallas Fort Worth, so we get like these giant cracks in our soil. So she's basically said that when you don't water the soil, you get these cracks, and that's basically like the analogy was that that's like wrinkles on our face as a reason to use the night cream. And I was like, okay, thanks for relating that. And she was talking about there's 4 different, well, there's 4 mushrooms, but there's also 4 something else's in our night cream. I don't even know. I'm redoing my desk and my office. Everything's everywhere. So she said in our night cream, this is bonus for free, guys. She said in our night cream there are 4 different hydrolonics. And the reason there are 4 is they have 4 different molecular weights, which allows them to penetrate different layers of your skin at different times they soak in. I didn't know that. I guarantee you that my VIP or let's say my person at a party who ordered night cream, she's never going to know that information if she's not in my VIP group, right? So, continued education. And the story I always tell is I had a customer, a very good customer, like one of my top 10 customers. And I noticed she was buying a lot of UPP, I guess, but like she has 2 boys, like one's in college. I figured she was sending him UPP or something. And one night I was doing a party and a post live, and I said the thing about the teaspoon or the tablespoon of detergent. And y'all, she had been buying from me for like a year. And it was the first time that it ever sunk into her brain to not use the entire scoop of detergent. So they need continuing education. They need that 7 or 8 times in order to fully understand the things. So that is why I party in my VIP group. That was for free. Okay. Cleango. This is the board that I have. If you are in Leah's group or you are in my group or you're in both groups or you're in ESL, I promise you have seen or have access to the Canva link to these. I did them 12 months. There's cute little hearts on this one. I don't remember what's on all the rest of them, except I'm sure there's fireworks on July. But there are boards for you to use. They're blank boards. This is the easy button bingo. If you want it to say clean-go, y'all change it to clean-go. I struggled, my grammar brain struggled lots of time, still is honestly, with this. When I was talking about this at our ESL retreat, Sarah Penniston came up with the idea of Cleango to talk about clean bingo. So this is what we're doing. I often see BING-O, so that's why I went with this one. But there are boards for you to use. So what I do is, so I'll start with, I do create a Facebook event in my VIP group. I'm going to tell y'all how I do it in my VIP group. It's up to you how you want to do it, if you want to do it differently and create groups for yourself. So in my VIP group, I create an event. The reason I create an event is so that people RSVP to it and so that people get reminders from Facebook. There are automation tools that are easy buttons for us to use if just we would use them, y'all. So now I don't like events because you can't schedule posts in them, but I'm really not posting that much in that event. It is really just there so that I think it's, I don't remember if it's sometime in the day and then an hour before, Facebook actually sends a reminder that you're attending an event. And then also I do go live in the event because it notifies the people that RSVP'd. But when you go live in an event in your VIP group or in any group, it also goes live on the main page of your VIP group. So you can grab the people who get notified that you're going live pretty easily. So they can participate in those comments or in the event comments. It's all the same. So that's how I set it up. And then I am using Connection Point. Who's using Connection Point? All right, here's a shameless plug for Connection Point. So Connection Point ties into Project Broadcast, and you can it helps you automate your follow-up. So I will say for Connection Point and Nicole Bridge, Jen Udink, and Jackie Scheibly, we're using Connection Point, and I was using it before, but I wasn't using it effectively. But they've added a couple of features. One is that when you get an email that says your order shipped from Norwex, it automatically will send your customers a text message that says their order shipped and it has the link for tracking and it's amazing. Okay. Yes, they also get an email, but do they read their email? Okay. So it is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing, Rachel. So that is one reason. The other reason is you can now automate host coaching and guest coaching through Connection Point. So Connection Point is really cool. It has an RSVP form and they fill out the RSVP. You send it to your host. You have all your host coaching, all the things, and the host sends the link for the RSVP form to her guests. And when they fill that out, it auto enrolls them in your guest host coaching or your whatever guest coaching. There's not a good word for that. So you can connect with and form a relationship with your guests before the party. You can send them samples. You can do all these things. So I promise that by the end of February, I will be done with that and I can provide my code for pulling over all the things. I'm almost done. I know some of my friends are very annoyed with me because I'm not done, but I had to take a break from it because my brain was going to explode. So it is mostly done, and that's that. So I'm choosing to do that rather than like you set the party date and it just goes. So I'm choosing to do that rather than do it in Project Broadcast. It sends it to Project Broadcast, excuse me, but it's a little different. So
But it adds your context to
do
Project.
what?
It adds the context to Project Broadcast as
Oh, it
well.
does that. Yes. It
Yeah.
also adds the context to Project Broadcast.
Really
It's amazing. Recommend. Okay. So, so the day of the live, I will add this board to the group or to the event. And I will send it in a text because they can print it out if they want a pretty one. Or when I get to the actual party, I do tell them in the post, you can print this board out if you want, or you don't have to. When I did it, I actually made myself one in Canva while she was doing her party because I'm a nerd. And that wasn't as easy, but they could do it. But all they need is a piece of paper and a pen to do this. So it's super, super easy. They don't have to pick numbers. They don't have to do any of that stuff. Zoom's telling me I'm raising my own hand. So I just post this and let them know this is going to be our game board for tonight. If they would like to print it, they can. And so then at the time of the live, I obviously hop on. I let them know who I am. I again remind them that we are going to play I don't say reverse bingo, but I think I would just say a bingo game. All they need is this, or they need a blank piece of paper with 16 boxes. So three rows,
4x4.
4x4, 3 lines down, 3 lines across is all you have to tell them. Kind of like tic-tac-toe with a bonus. So all they need is that. So it's that easy. Like all they have to do. Mine's gonna be really messy because this is really all they need. Is this just that's all they need? Okay, so you're making it super easy because almost everyone has a pen and paper available. Okay, and so then I let them know that we're gonna play, and I tell them I'm going to show you a word, and then I'm going to talk about what it is, and I tell them, and Leah discovered that you have mine just did this naturally, but you have to tell them you have to put them in random boxes. Leah tells them that if they fill that in a row, that they're disqualified. So, because Leah had some people do that. I don't know how that happened to Leah, but she had multiple bingos at the same time.
They won it all. Yeah.
Because people are funny like that. And then if they do it that way, statistically, it's not impossible for them to all bingo at the same time, but statistically, that's not a thing, right? And then even still, you pick the one that went first, that Cleango first, doesn't matter. So that it's that easy. So you tell them, I'm going to show you a word. This is the first one. You can go ahead and show them history and mission. So what you're going to do is find a box and you're going to write history and mission in it. And I tell them because the drawing is going to be random at the end. Then I say, is everyone ready to play Cleango? And they say yes. I am doing this in Facebook Live, like I said. Um, Leah, Kim, and I have had some conversations the past 2 days about whether a Facebook Messenger chat video works, whether a Zoom works. It really depends on how you want your business to be run. So Messenger chat, not that great for a multi-host party because you can only have 50 people in the Messenger video chat at a time. Um, so it's up to you. You're going to hear me say it doesn't matter a lot because it doesn't matter. It's easy. Don't complicate it. So the Facebook Live works. You just have to like play with the comments. Yes,
Can
Leah.
I ask you, is it possible, and I know you're planning to do this, but would you mind, just for those of us who it helps us to do it with you, could you just pretend we're doing a game and do like maybe two things? Just like show us,
Yeah.
hi, we're playing Cleango, how you
Yeah.
start, and so we
What's
are trying
next,
to do
Leah?
it with you. Do you mind? Well, you know how I am.
That's what I'm doing next, Leah.
Okay, good.
So
Because I,
I just let them know about their board and
yeah,
I tell them, like, ready, set, go. And are you ready? Okay. And so I say the first thing we're going to talk about is the history and mission of Norwex. So I hold it up while I start talking. Um, for y'all, this is a page out of the catalog. You can have a catalog with you. Mine's buried at the moment. You can have a catalog with you, and you can flag it. But sometimes I think it's easier just to have the one page you want so you're not trying to flip through the catalog and find stuff. But this is like the first or second page in the catalog. This is the page that talks about um, the 85%, the steps in the door and the 85,000 chemicals and all that stuff. So I do have this printed out. So I tell them Norwex is actually over 30 years old and we originated in Norway. Norwex stands for the Norwegian experience. And our co-founder, Debbie Bolton, established it as a direct sales company in Canada in 1999. Someone fact check me, but I'm pretty sure. And I tell them our mission, which I keep on my whiteboard because because it's a lot of words. So I tell them our mission is sharing a cleaner, safer way of cleaning or living by reducing harmful chemicals in everyday lives. You can have that on a sheet of paper too. That's probably a smarter thing to do. Just so you don't, if you really want them to know it, so you don't misspeak. So I just talk a little bit about the history and mission. This one's kind of a shorter one. And you can talk about your history if you want to. But the next word is why, and this is your why. So I let them know that I joined Norwex over 10 years ago and that I was the girl sitting in the corner at the party with my arms crossed because I really did not want to go to a cleaning party, true story. But literally the week before, I think, ish, 11 years, guys. The week before I went to this party, my then 6-year-old son said to me he wanted to help me clean. And we had a glass kitchen table. Anybody here know that that's the biggest parenting faux pas ever in existence, okay? And we had stuff cemented to the table. Almond butter, applesauce. I don't even know what was on the table. Nasty stuff. And I would spray and spray and spray and scrub and scrub and scrub this table, and it still looked like junk. And my response to him literally was no, because I'm using chemicals. This is what I said to my 6-year-old child. Okay. And so I'm at this party, and I knew I was pretty crunchy, but I was just complacent. There really wasn't a better alternative at the time. I mean, we're like seventh gen. I don't say this, but to y'all, like, really, there wasn't a better alternative, right? Don't say product names when you're having your party. So I tell them, I'm pretty sure that my future daughter-in-law would be really mad at me if I taught her husband at 6 years old not to help clean. So, side note, that's the cleanest child that lives in my house. He is the one that cleans the kitchen and he does have chores, but he does the dishes and he keeps his room immaculate. And so thank you, Norwex, for helping me teach this child to clean at 6 years old. Okay. Now the other two, I don't know what happened to them. The third one was born into Norwex, so I'm not really sure. I have no excuse. She's like me. She's a clutter bug. But I just tell them, That's my why. And I also tell them originally, I just wanted a little side income because I wanted to buy cute things like hair bows and little cute girl clothes that I didn't want to have to justify to my husband. So buy. And I just wanted to keep some stuff off of his budget. Like his money is for bills, my money is for fun. And that has kind of evolved into paying for all their extracurricular activities. So we do homeschool, and I pay for all our homeschool materials because um, that's a whole other political conversation about ESAs. So we talk about how I pay for all the homeschool curriculum and our co-op and all their sports. And um, and I do buy like a lot of clothes and stuff. Oh, it's snowing at my house in Texas right now. Just had to tell you, 16 degrees and snowing in Dallas, Fort Worth. I talk about that, and I also talk about my son is doing dual enrollment. He's in college and he's doing high school and college at the same time, and my income is paying for his college. And that was one of my goals, was for my kids. It was one of my leaders' goals actually, to make sure that her kids graduated from college without debt. And so this is allowing me also to do that. This also may change in the future because I did have breast cancer last year and I take a lot of supplements. The supplements are real expensive. And right now they're being paid for, but in the future they may not be. So I will be using my Norwex income to stay cancer free. So it's really important, y'all, for you to write down your why. So if you don't know your why, message me and I'm happy to help you work through really what your why is. You're welcome to message me and I will help you be led through an exercise that Lynn led us through one time at ESLU, because it's really important. And I mean, I could say 1,000 things. So I might say 5 things. I might say I have so many friends like Leah that I hang out with, but I never would have known Leah. Okay, and then I start talking about products. So the next one is EnviroCloth, and I talk about the EnviroCloth. There is a sheet in your catalog that looks like this. I know you know I know you know how to do an EnviroCloth demo, but look at this. It's so easy. So sometimes you get flustered when you're doing a live, right? Anybody ever get flustered when you're doing a live video? I'm alone. I'm not alone. Okay, so it also has extra facts like absorbs 7 times its weight in water. That might be helpful when you get to the laundry section. So there are pages in your catalog that are helpful. So you can literally use this and talk about the star shape of the microfiber and how it rolls up all the ickies. So you can do that. I do not do the chicken demo. I do the blacklight demo. And I grabbed my stuff and I realized I don't know where my small cutting board is. But who has seen Emily Jones do the blacklight demo on the cutting board?
Yeah.
Anybody? Okay, so I use this product with the label covered because that's what you should do. I use a glove, or my husband has latex gloves for car stuff, so that's actually what I use. But I don't have any in my bag. So I hold this up. I do the blacklight demo with the glow germ. Does anybody do this demo? So I do this demo. I talk about the facts on this. How long does it take how long do you have to leave this on a surface to do what it actually says it does? I do tell a story about how my children like to challenge me. And during COVID, my kids were like at home all the time. Now they're at home all the time anyway, but they were in public school. And they were like challenging me because that's what they do. And they said, how do you know it's not? And I said, well, on the back, it says that it has to be left visibly wet for 4 minutes. Let's time it. So we got one out and we wiped the counter. I still remember 2 minutes and 38 seconds. That's how long it was damp. Not visibly wet after 2 minutes and 38 seconds. So I just divide the cutting board. So I usually use the mini cutting board And the reason I do use the cutting board is because it's brilliant because you're showing another product that you normally would not show. So I do hold up, pretend I have my cutting board. Here it is, my mini cutting board. And I put the glow drum all over and I clean the left side with the disinfectant wipe and I clean the right side with the EnviroCloth and then I show them. Obviously, you know what happens. And then I show them when I wipe it all away. And I do tell them a story about the cutting board. So because I chose to go to a California cancer center in California over the summer, and I took a lot of Norwex with me because we stayed in a house because it was a month. But I didn't take a cutting board, and I sure did have to order myself one because I was miserable without my cutting board. So if you're not using a cutting board, you should be using our cutting board. Is amazing. Tell them it's made of rice husk. It's nick resistant. It's awesome. So it gives you the opportunity to talk about something that you normally wouldn't be talking about. So I do the blacklight demo, and then I tell them the things, right? Our microfiber removes up to 99% of bacteria when used and cared for properly, or following proper use and care instructions. All the verbiage that we're supposed to use. And then I go to window cloth. So usually I use, just for fun, I use usually products they can't get right now. Why do I do that? To reinforce being in my VIP group allows them to see products that are not normally available. And also to let them know, like, it's February. We're probably getting, right, a window cloth in the spring. So I let them know this is last spring's window cloth. We're probably getting a new one in March. So stay tuned for March 1st when we have new products. And then I probably will drop in a booking seed, such as if you would like to be one of the first people to share the new products with your friends, then it would be amazing for your host if you booked a March party, right? So easy. But I do that so that, yes. So I'm gonna, from Leah to everyone, you can do the butter demo. I really like the black light or show something gross that your EnviroCloth picks up. Yes,
Yeah.
the butter demo works, but it helps. I don't know. I really like the chicken demo or the black light demo.
I would
Um,
sometimes do the chicken, but some people are allergic to the wipes, like they can't even use them with gloves. So that's
oh
what
yeah.
I'm asking.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
they could do
Yeah.
other things. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do butter or your husband's nasty bathroom mirror or something. So, okay, so that's why I use some product that they can't currently get. Um, and so the window cloth, I do a quick demo. Usually I have like this mirror in my, ooh, you can see. See, I'm just gonna leave it just like that for whatever demo is coming up. So I do that demo really quickly. And then, so it would be two birds, one stone if you just did butter or chapstick and if you do lip balm on a mirror, guys, make sure you're using this. They live on my desk. They live on my desk for this purpose. Okay. Make sure you're using one of our lip balms because this gives you an opportunity to show another product. Okay. Then we do dusting mitt and I don't usually dust anything because I'm usually sitting at my desk, but I let them know you can use it for plants. And usually, I didn't show y'all, but usually in the mirror, you can see that there's like 25 plants in my office. So usually you can see that. So I'll hold it up and say you can dust your plants with it. And I let them know that you can get it damp and clean your window screens. And if you've just done a demo, like I just posted a reel cleaning my window screens. So I'll let them know after I'm done tonight, if you want to see that demo with the window screens, make sure you scroll back a few days and you can see that. So just highlight stuff that you do in your VIP group so that they're actually going and looking and this is a Safe Haven 5 demo, so our party, so I am doing cleaning paste and everyone always wants to know where I got this cute sandwich plate. I don't know. I got it at Kroger one year and I got it because my husband likes to make sandwiches directly on the kitchen counter. And just thought maybe if he had a cute sandwich plate, he would use it, but he doesn't. So I have Sharpie written on there so that they know Sometimes I will like start the day or start the party with a Sharpie, so that they know I actually, no one ever questions me, but so that no one questions if it's actually Sharpie. And I don't have it in here, but I will use the Enviro scrub with this because it's my very favorite scrubber. But I'm washing it presently. So that is another product you can add in. And then I talk about laundry and I let them know we have 4 laundry options. And if you want to, this is a great time to drop in that fact about Norwex holding 7 times its weight in water. So you can like, I don't know that anybody really does this, but you could start dropping in whenever you go to wash your cloths. If you were an HE washer user, go ahead and wet your cloth and then throw it in your washer so that your washer will put more water in for your cloths. I don't know if everyone knows that fact, but that is helpful for HE users. I will let them know that I am a UPP girl. So I have started washing my Norwex cloths in PowerZyme, but I am actually a UPP. I don't know. I think I might be there forever. So real quick, I go through packages. So this was a graphic, not from me. This is a Megan Slate's group. And then I go through, I see packages, and I do actually hold up these packages for them. So these are Megan Slate's group also. And they're also in my posts in both groups. For the link to Megan's group is in the thing. So I let them know, hey, here are some packages. And I let them know that this is when I let them know that I have a share cart already preloaded. Is anybody using a share cart in their parties? Okay. So you can create a cart in your back office and you can attach it to a host and you can add products to it. Amy Taylor did a training on this. It is in the Jacket Growth group. And the magic number, I think, is between $1,400 and $1,600 in products. So add in there an Enviro cloth, a window cloth, and a dusting mitt, but then add a household package, is what I do. So 1,400, all the products I talk about tonight are going to be in that. That includes the mini cutting board, that includes the Enviro scrub, and includes a lip balm. So I tell them, when you go look at that cart, remember that there are packages that help you save money. If you need help with your cart, please let me know. I'm happy to save you money. Just say that. It just makes them feel warm and cozy that you're not trying to sell them all the things. I help Safe Haven 5 with, a Safe Haven 5 set. Then I let them know, if you want a Safe Haven 5, you have 4 options with the laundry detergent. I go to floors. I hold up this flyer from your catalog with the floor options. And then I say body, and I talk about the body cloth. If I was doing this party this week, I would use that as a segue to, I'm having a skincare challenge next week. If you've never tried the body cloth, then I would love to send you a sample. Then I say kitchen, and I talk about the kitchen cloth and towel. Does anybody know why those are the products that I talked about? Because it's the Safe Haven 5+ package.
Yeah, that's
So I don't talk about the Sperry sponges, just because I like the Enviro scrub, but that's why I talk about that. And in floors, I talk about the rubber brush. It covers your kit, right? And then I let them know, if you choose to buy laundry detergent, dishwasher detergent, any skincare tonight, we do have an auto save program. When you check out, you can click that button, and the next time you get that product, it will be 10% off. So just say plug autosave. And then I talk about savings. And at this point, I would say I would have a graphic for the, well, right now it'd be for the mystery bags, the spend and saves. And I have free shipping turned on for February for double points. So I would talk about anything that has a savings, and I would remind them that the packages save also. And then I talk about samples, and I let them know that once they have $25 in subtotal, they can actually add one of each of the skincare product samples, or a PowerZyme sample. So I let them know, make sure you go to that view. I do tell them, I add these to their cart because why would you not? So they're $1. It's not making your total go up that much. So I go ahead and add them. I let them know they're added to that share cart. If they don't want to try them, they're welcome to take them out. But I also do let them know that that Powerzyme sample is great to travel with, so that maybe they will actually put it in there. And then I talk about sharing. These are the words I chose. Sharing is what I chose for hosting. So I let them know that if they think these products are super cool and they would like to share with their friends, it would be awesome for their host to help her and her party if they would book a party. They could choose just like this one, or I do in-home. And then I change and I say, if these products, if you think these, think how I say it. If you know these products would change your life, they'll change the lives of others. And if you would like to do what I do and share them and help change other people's homes so that kids are not exposed to chemicals, pets aren't exposed to chemicals, etc. Obviously, it's more eloquent than that. Then I would love to talk to them more about becoming, I say opening an account, but I do not say, if you want a discount, let me know. Okay. All right. So then I say, okay, that wraps up our Cleango. Does everybody have all their squares filled in? And while everyone's like looking to make sure they fill their squares, sometimes people miss one. And this is a real easy opportunity because I'm going to go back through them anyway. So then I say, okay, we are not playing the game yet. I say, I am just going back through them to make sure you got all the words. And so I go through all 16 again, and I just go bam, 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 bam. Okay, but I do show them the piece of paper. So this way, again, they're seeing it one more time. They're hearing it one more time. They're looking at their paper to make sure that they wrote it down, right? So all these things, you don't think that they're getting anything out of it, but it is actually helping their brain. You're hearing EnviroCloth again. What is an EnviroCloth? I could tell you like 12 out of the 16 squares that girl called out 2 months ago. Not 2 months, month and a half. Okay. That's crazy, right? I can tell you about their products. You want people remembering what your products do. You want them to remember that, oh, they have a dirty mirror. Oh, that girl showed me a mirror and cleaned it. Whatever, when their Windex is failed. Product name again. Okay. So then I let them know I have all of the words in this cute little silicone bag. Product plug again. You could also use a bowl with what are these things called? Silicone lids. Is that as easy? Except it's in my office. So this lives in my office, so I can draw. I was previously drawing from this guy. So you can do that. I'm in a state of dis. Okay. So you can use that, or you could use a produce bag, right? So there's a lot, or you could use the wipes travel bag. There are lots of ways you can use another product that is Norwex that is not a cup. I used to have in here, luckily that's not what fell. I used to have in here the cup. Oh, I do have it. It just has pins in it. I have this. This would be a really great thing to use actually for this month because this is the cup that comes with the organizer, right? So that is sometimes what I use. Currently it has dry erase markers on it. Okay, so I say, here's what's going to happen. I am going to draw out the words randomly from this bag and I hold them up and show them. But so I let them know as soon as you get 4 in a row, it can be across, it can be down, it can be diagonal. 4 in a row, not 4 in a box. Put 4 in a row, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, I don't know, 16 ways they can get it, maybe 12 ways they can get it. So then I start drawing words and I just say, when you get Cleango, which is 4 in a row, just repeat 4 in a row, drop Cleango into the chat. Or I say, Cleango's hard. I just say winner or something like that, right? Just something easy. So then I start holding up words and I say change. I say the word again. Now remember, They're hearing me, they're seeing the word again. Write it more eloquently than that. I remembered to do this very last minute whenever I did it, and I just haven't redone it. They're hearing you again, they're seeing the word again, and they're looking at their piece of paper again. Okay? It is like, it's magic. Okay? So, change. We're not actually winning, right? But I'll show you. Window. But these are randomly put on their piece of paper. Autosave. Again, so they're hearing you say all those things. And as soon as one person gets 4 in a row, they're the winner. If you have a multi-host party, let somebody from every party win. That's just a nice thing to do. Okay. And then because I play in my VIP group, I also let one of my VIPs win. So I know who's there and who's been there from before. Now I know that like one of my hosts that just hosted, she has a couple friends in the group. Those people need to go with her because they're hers. But if I have somebody that is not related to my host at all, then I do have a winner for my VIP group because again, I want them to play. I want them to come in because those people are going to go in the comments and they're going to tell all those party guests about why they love their EnviroCloth. And so that is really important too, because you're going to get buy-in from your VIPs. They're going to help because they know they can win, right? So that is how we play Cleango. Now we're going to have question and answer time. And then I'm going to tell you about something fun that we're going to do next week. Who has questions about Cleango?
You can unmute yourself. I muted some of you. So do I have to unmute you?
Hey, Allison
Yep.
or Leah. So you said like if you have multi-host, you let one from each host win. How do you like, because you don't know all those people.
You're right. Okay, so I forgot. So I do say when I tell them that if they get Cleango, I tell them winner, and then I have them put their host name. That's a good question. Yes. So if you're having a multi-host, then that's what I do. I just tell me winner and who your host is.
And the hosts are
And
helping,
then
right?
I forgot.
Hosts are helping. I have my host because I may not see it all, in
Yeah.
the comments. So the hosts are helping too, and they'll say, like, that's
Yeah.
mine.
The other thing I do is I have the winner. I say when we get off of here, snap a picture of your board and send it to me and send me your address. Because I mean they're sending me their address anyway, but I don't know, just for the honor system. I mean, who's gonna cheat at Cleango, you guys?
Right.
No one's gonna cheat at Cleango, but maybe they do cheat. I don't know. So you can just tell them like shoot me a picture of your board and drop it to me in Messenger with your address for your prize. Because the people that won mine for the last time, I don't think they ordered. I don't think either of them did. So that's a good way for me to follow up too. Because, oh, and I was telling my prizes. Usually I do travel enviros. I have a whole stack. This is my normal prize. But I also will give away, like have a skincare pack ready with a travel body cloth. I always say that. A sample body cloth and the skincare samples. So I have those set up and ready to go. And I was laughing because last time I said that and then I didn't have one to show you guys, but I have those already ready to go. And just so y'all know, like this is my skincare thing. I don't remember who did this. Joy, maybe somebody, but I have it all like put together. And so these are already in an envelope. And then I leave them open, these specifically. Because I also have these cute cards, which I tried to find on my Canva and I can't, but you can make something simple like this. Like it just says you want to give away. And then it just talks about, it's a product I love. I hope you love it too. Drop me a text and let me know when you get this to be entered into a drawing. And I do several drawings in my group a month. I do a drawing for reviews is what I say, but anybody that reviews a product, takes a picture, does unboxing. And I was telling some of the girls, yes, all girls, this for some reason this month, my people have started posting videos of their unboxings. So I don't know what verbiage I'm using that's totally different, but I'm here for it
Yeah,
because they're unboxing
you
their
know,
products.
find that verbiage because that's great that they're doing
Well,
that.
I don't know what I'm
I-
doing, but I will copy it because it's something my connection point is in my campaign because I outside of my follow-up, Connection Point sends the your order ship text, and there that campaign also has a text like 7 days later. Hey, did you get your product? I would love for you to post. I may say I would love for you to post a picture or a video of you opening your box in the group. And so somebody wins a prize in the month for whoever posts that kind of thing in my VIP group. Um, and then I also have a top 10 contributor chat. And so I send all of them a prize every month. And it's usually like this month they're getting a sample of Powerzyme, all 10 of them. Last month, um, each of them got one of the bamboo rounds because I was hoping to encourage bookings. Um, so anyway, they get stuff. So they like to come. Um, my VIPs like to come and contribute because they know that every time they comment, it bumps them up to and stuff. But that wasn't the question I was answering.
I have a question though. I don't know what were you answering? Whatever you, but you shared good stuff. So I
No,
wonder,
I'm trying to went somewhere
could you
else.
share a little bit more on what you do to help you yourself get bookings during the Cleango game? I know you have the square, like I'm, you
Yes.
like post.
So I do drop the booking seeds like if we have new products coming, like I said, like with the window cloths and stuff. Or I mean, it doesn't have to be something you know or don't know what's coming. You know that January 1st, March 1st, August 1st, usually, who knows what's going to happen this year because conference is in July, um, and October 1st, you know that those 4 times a year you're going to have new products.
Mhm.
That's easy picking for getting bookings. Should be. Like people want to show the new stuff first, especially if you know that everything's going to be limited edition. So March and October, that is real easy to get your first or second, your first week parties in because they need to know that those, if you tell them a sense of urgency, if they know that stuff's going to sell out, then they want to have a party first. Don't you want to be the first person to have a party? Now, my host coaching for this is 2 weeks out, but you could totally shorten it. Like if you think, like if you're worried stuff might sell out and you don't want to have a party on looking at a calendar, you don't want to have a party on March 15th. You want to have your party on Sunday, March 2nd, because you get all the graphics on the 1st. Then all you have to do is say, I mean, but if it's in your VIP group, it's easy too to say, hey, VIPs, I'm doing this party. I mean, you can pre-plan it, right? Like, March 1st is coming. March 1st we're getting new products. You could be host coaching right now for March 2nd for you to have a party and you're just going to have to do your words. The Canva for the words is in all the posts in the groups. So if you want to keep with that theme of like just that kind of this is what I do. If I'm just doing for my VIP group, I talk about my rewards club. So if I don't have a host, I'm still doing parties. I am actually doing one tomorrow just for my VIP group. And I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I may do skincare twice, honestly, because I'm doing a skincare challenge and I'm doing that starts on the 23rd. And so that I don't want them to just do the sale the day it's expiring. So I might do the skincare twice, but I'm sure going to talk about my rewards club because I
Mhm.
really want people to get into that, right?
Right.
So but you can do this with anything. You can do this with pet products. With the skincare, I'm probably going to do 8 skincare products, a body cloth, and then I'm probably going to use cleanse, treat, and moisture. What does it help me? Somebody? cleanse, treat, moisturize. Is that the step? And then
Moisturize is a step.
moisturize.
Hydrate,
Okay, and then protect. I thought it had a cute word, but it doesn't. So those are going to be 4 of them. I'm going to use up like 13 squares just on those things because I want them to see the word treat, and then I want to show them the serums, and then I want to show them the eye cream, right? And then I'm going to say moisturize, and I'm going to talk about the 2 moisturizers and the illuminating oil, and then I'm going to say protect, and I'm going to talk about the sunscreen. So they're seeing it in order, right? But they're also getting those words because if they don't remember protect and prevent night cream, or if they don't remember illuminating oil, that word treat or protect or whatever is more likely also to stick in their brains. So they're thinking, I really do need that protect step or whatever, So anyway, so those words are coming. Also, I will do those and post them. But for bookings though, bookings, I mean, I do talk about, when I do a skincare party, I will say, if you would like to book your own skincare party, I will send your guest samples. Right. So letting them know there's something in it for their guest. And then I haven't been doing booking incentives. But I may start doing booking incentives. I think that like Leah and I talked about before we started the dual-sided makeup remover. The microfiber gals told us at conference in a conversation that the dual-sided makeup remover has actually been tested and is the best product that we have to remove makeup. How many people knew that? So I wasn't using that product because I kind of thought it was a nominal product, right? But once I heard that, I was like, oh, well. So that is, maybe I tell them, if you want to host a skincare party, I will drop you a really cool dual-sided makeup remover in the mail for you to try. If you have, like this month,